It's a beautiful fall day here in Napa Valley, and we have the pleasure of introducing you to Joe Cafaro as we'll be featuring his Cabernet Sauvignon. Tell me a little bit about why Cabernet and why we are where we are here.
I would have to say the very first thing is we're in Napa Valley, and I think the other important thing is hillside. I've found over the years that hillside grapes give an intensity, a concentration, and so that's one of the reasons I chose this spot.
And what about the hillside makes it so special? Because there's always valley floor fruit, there's always hillside, mountaintop. Tell me a little bit about why Cabernet seems to thrive on a hillside.
Well, it's not just Cabernet. Most varieties on hillside give this intensity or concentration, and it has to do with yields. The soils are thinner on hillside, and so you get less grapes per vine, and therefore a little bit more concentration in the wines.
So now this is your own label.
Yes.
And you've had it for how long?
My label has been around for, this harvest was the 26th harvest, so a few years.
But you didn't start making your own wine. You have
No.
an amazing history, so tell me a little bit about where you first cut your teeth, your first cellar rat job.
Oh, okay. I cut teeth, I was thinking very young, no. My very first job was at a fairly large winery in the valley called Charles Krug, and then went on to a small winery that had just started, a place called Chapelet. Then went on to help start a new winery called Robert Keenan. Started consulting in about '84 for wineries like Acacia, Della Valle, Oakville Ranch, Sinsky, and then started my own, and at the same time started my own label.
Well, the Cellar Angels loyalists will certainly know Robert Keenan's wines. We've had them as well, but so those are some very powerful names. And what do you think is the most exciting thing right now occurring in the wine industry?
For me, it's always been the continuing passion for wine. I mean, when I started, the people that I were around, the old timers at that time, and the young people that are coming in today, all have the same passion about making wine. They may have different views on how it's done or what they're trying to create, but their love of the land, love of what they're trying to create has been the one thread that stayed the same.
Tell me a little bit about the wine that we're featuring for our charity partners.
Well, the 2006 Cabernet, which came from this vineyard, it's 100% estate, is, well, my style really hasn't changed in 26 years. What I'm trying to create is wines that have elegance, balance, structure that complement food. That's my highest goal. And to get that, I think hillside grapes give me the intensity. And then by blending in a little Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc, and Merlot, I get the layers that I'm looking for and some little techniques that I know about in making wines. I can make them not so overwhelming that they would contrast with foods and actually go with mini dishes. So I'm looking for that wine that people can enjoy with lots of different meals.
And what drew you to wanting to do something for the charities with Cellar Angels? Tell me a little bit about how you found out about us. And
well, actually through a friend, a good friend. His name is Richard Phoenix, and he told me somehow, I'm not quite sure how he contacted you or you contacted him. And he explained what this was all about, but the part that it really did strike my fancy was that wineries, probably like a lot of businesses, get requests all the time for charities. And we're very involved here locally in Napa Valley with healthcare through the Napa Valley Wine Auction. So that's one thing I'm involved with. But this kind of struck my thing is it gives the consumer an opportunity to participate along with us, the winery, and that by buying wines at really good prices, because we're giving a small discount, and part of that goes to a charity that they pick out, which I like that idea.
thank you so much. We had a great time with Joe, and we really appreciate your support for all the charities. And if you order this wine today, you'll have it in time for the holidays. Thanks.